So here's a more straightforward example of how to do number 6 on page 361 in the book. Again, it's a Dalton's law problem. And so I've got a gas collected over water at the following conditions. So I've got 450 milliliters of gas, doesn't matter which gas, collected over water at 20 degrees Celsius and 55 kPa. Okay, what is the volume of the dry gas? Okay, so my initial volume is 450 milliliters. My initial pressure is 55 kPa. I want to find my new volume. Okay, now I need to have a P2, right? Well, here is my container, okay, and some of my water evaporates, and how much evaporates is based on the temperature, and that's why they give you a temperature in the problem. So the temperature is 20 degrees Celsius, okay? So I have to go to page 360 in the book, or Appendix O, and look up the vapor pressure at 20 degrees Celsius. Well, the vapor pressure of water at 20 degrees Celsius is 2.3 kPa, okay? So the P2 is there's my gas. So P2, so the total pressure inside there is equal to the pressure of the gas plus the pressure of the water vapor. So the pressure of the gas, just the gas, that's our P2, okay? As I explained before, V1 is basically the wet gas, and then mathematically we are going to actually, I don't want to do that. Mathematically, we're going to remove that blue water vapor. Okay? So, all I got to do is take the total pressure, which was what we had in the beginning, 55, it's going to be equal to the pressure of the gas plus the pressure of the water vapor okay, so this is my P2. Basically, again, we are mathematically removing the water from that container. And so that's why we call it a dry gas. Okay? So now we have all the information we need to plug it into Boyle's law. P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Solve for V2, plug in the numbers, 55 kPa times 450 milliliters divided by 52.7. Calculate it. And my V2 is 460. Well, with sig figs, it'll be 470 milliliters. And then ask yourself, does this make sense? Our pressure went down, so our volume should go up. Okay?